We got some pork belly, we also have Brussels sprouts, and we have this amazing looking cheese board at the highest rated Spanish restaurant in Los Angeles. This is my first time back in a Spanish restaurant in a long time, and this is probably the best one I've been to so far here in town. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And today I am out here in Santa Monica on Main Street because I'm gonna be checking out a rockin' Spanish restaurant. First time on this show, how exciting. So I am here at Manchego in Santa Monica. Now the reason why this restaurant is so special is that according to Yelp, it is the highest rated Spanish restaurant in Los Angeles County. Well, that's good enough for me. So I am here. So I'm gonna enjoy this really awesome food, which I think is kind of like elevated tapas Spanish food, you know, kind of like fine dining. So if you guys wanna see one of the best Spanish restaurants that you can find in Los Angeles, you've come to the right episode. So stick all the way to the end so that you can see this amazing, elegant Spanish food spread that I'm about to show you here at Manchego. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And I have just arrived for early dinner. Okay, I am so ready to eat some Spanish food. You notice it's pretty dark, so yes, there is a certain mood to this restaurant. Even though I heard that they do open for lunchtime on the weekends, but I'm here for a weekday dinner, and their specialties is a whole bunch of very nice chef-driven tapas. They got a good wine alcohol selection as well. So yeah, this looks like a very cozy and even a bit romantic atmosphere. Wow, I don't even know where to begin. All of this looks really good, and it looks like it's not terribly expensive, maybe like $15 to $20 per dish. And yep, happy hour too, so keep that in mind. Every day from 5 to 6:30 p.m. You got some nice choices. This kitchen is so small, but I heard that it moves super fast because once it gets busy, which is pretty much every night, they get like up to 20 tickets lined up. I would be under so much stress, but it all looks so delicious though. They got everything from the cheese board to the mac and cheese and the garlic flavored shrimp. I gotta admit, I don't know what most of these items are, but I'm gonna find out in a bit, and hopefully it's gonna taste really good. Oh man, that's the branzino right there. It's gonna be fried with the garlic on top. And it looks like they're cooking some ham here. Okay. And we got some pork belly right there. And that is the chicken. Oh, it looks so crispy. That looks delicious. That is called patatas, which is fried potato.
Some spicy sauce.
And some spicy sauce on top of it, which
Garlic sauce.
and garlic sauce. Oh, that sounds good. This Brussels sprout looks so crispy, and look, even better, there's cheese on top. That is awesome. There's a lot of things on the menu that I want to try. So I had to order a lot today. So what I decided to do is go by rounds. So right in front of me, we got a lot of the popular foods for round number one. So this one is one of my favorites always, which is Brussels sprouts. And this has bacon, manchego, mushroom. This one is their cheese board. They have cured meats and cheese. So you have manchego, which is sheep's milk, cabra romero, which is rosemary goat cheese. And then you have that garlic tomato spread. And this one I think is called the membrillo glazed pork belly with Marcona almonds. I know I'm butchering all of these names, but basically it's a really delicious looking pork belly. Oh yeah. And then we got here beet salad with a lot of burrata, pistachio dust. You can kind of see it all around on top. Radicchio, I think that's how you pronounce it, and watercress. And this is another kind of a salad. It has tomatoes, cucumber, avocado, garlic. Looks very healthy. And this one is jamon wrapped dates. So it's not bacon, it's a type of ham. That's what jamon is, with Spanish goat cheese. And this is called the fried patatas, which is pretty much their fried potatoes with garlic aioli, spicy roasted red pepper, and feta sauce. The first thing that I'm looking at right now, because it's always a favorite of mine, is the Brussels sprouts. I love the fact that it looks so crispy, and I notice there's meat in here as well. It's like as perfect of a Brussels sprouts as it gets. Crispy and soft. Mmm. It's been a long time since I've had Brussels sprouts with bacon inside. Actually, I don't even remember when's the last time, to tell you the truth. Oh, this is so delicious. I can just make a meal off of the Brussels sprouts. No, seriously, guys, I could. You definitely should get this one if you love Brussels sprouts. This glazed pork belly looks so crazy too. Look at that, man. It's like caramelized to perfection. Wow. It's crispy and it's soft at the same time. And this is, I think, one of the sweetest pork bellies that I've had at a restaurant right now, because there's this jam-like paste inside that gives it like a fruity flavor, and it's nutty as well. Now, I don't know if these things are traditional Spanish foods, because I don't really know too much about Spanish foods, but what I can tell you is that their entrees taste pretty killer so far. It's as if the pork belly was not enough. Look how crazy the patate looks like, these potatoes with this garlic aioli. Man, that looks so killer. It kind of reminds me of like those potatoes that they have in those breakfast restaurants, like on a plate with country fried steak. I mean, I always like that. It's like great stuff. Ooh, this looks pretty good too. Look at that tomatoes with the cucumber, and it's kind of slightly peppered on top. It tastes so colorful in your mouth. I don't exactly know how to describe that, but just think tomato, cucumber, avocado with some of the drizzle of the oil in it. I mean, it's really a good salad. Oh man, and this is the one I heard so much about there. Jamon wrapped dates. That thing inside is as soft as cheese. And the jamon itself is so fabulous. It's crispy, it tastes just like bacon. Okay, this is a good appetizer. I can see why. It's very delicious, bite-sized, and good for sharing. But then here's also another one of their very popular dishes, this beet salad. Oh, look at all that cheese on top. Yeah, I'm gonna get lots of cheese. Okay, I think this is one of my favorite things here. You know why? Because I love burrata cheese. I love beets. Whenever you eat something like this, you really feel like you're in one of those fine dining restaurants eating really quality food. If you get one salad dish here or something equivalent, then I think you should get the beets. But then I always like pieces of cheese as well. So basically this is their charcuterie right here. That's pretty much what it is. You see, you even get these slices of meats as well. Oh yeah. Words can't describe. Wow, I'm having a good time here. This is my first time in a Spanish restaurant in a long time. So you can tell how excited I am, right? See, I wasn't kidding, guys. I am moving on to round number 2. It looks like I'm having a separate meal now. Yep. See, look at that. Isn't that pretty crazy? This is their famous goat cheese with dried figs, fresh fruit, and honey on top. And this is also a bestseller. This is their Manchego mac and cheese with bacon and truffle oil. And this is called the gambas, which is their garlic shrimp with toast. Anything garlic is good with me. And this one is the Catalan chicken, which has the membrillo, which is pretty much their house special sauce. Wow, lamb meatballs. I think this is the first time in a long time I've had lamb meatballs. Man, and I also do need my octopus as well. They have the pulpo gallego, which is their octopus with finger potatoes and a garlic tomato sauce. Now we're getting a little bit heavier. This is their short rib with crispy polenta. Yeah, this is definitely an entree. Grilled branzino. It's been butterflied so perfectly with candied garlic on top and some lemon wedges. Good news is I still have room for round number 2. I feel like I'm in a buffet in some ways. This would be like one of the most extraordinary buffets if that were the case. That right there is perfection. If you love cheesy, kind of like with a mousse texture, that honey flavored, fruity. This is your dish right here. So this is something you definitely need to get as well. I know I've been saying that with every dish, but every dish is a knockout so far. So right here is one of the closest things you're gonna have to, I guess, Italian inspired food. This is like one of the best mac and cheeses I've had in a restaurant. Truffle oil pretty much just knocks it out of the park. I feel truffle oil can elevate anything. You know, do you guys agree with me? Oh yeah, no doubt about it. So this isn't like your typical American mac and cheese. It definitely tastes like an Italian dish, very European. One of the best, you gotta get it. That garlic shrimp looks pretty insane, yes. That garlic broth is really what makes the flavor pop. And it's just a tad bit spicy because I see that there's some chili flakes inside. But then keep in mind, you can also take the bread and use it to dip it in this garlic broth. Garlicky, just a bit sour, full of a lot of strong flavor. Look at this Catalan chicken. You know what this reminds me of? It looks kind of like the chicken that they have in those Mediterranean restaurants, like the chicken shawarma. You cut off the spit. It looks just like it. But how does it taste like? That's what I'm gonna find out. I think this is the sweetest, fruitiest chicken I've had so far in my life. So if you love that flavor profile, get it. But if you're not into fruity sweet chickens, then maybe you can skip on it. But I love it though, yeah. And I think the lamb meatballs is definitely gonna be a winner. Well, it tastes just like a beef meatball actually. Oh, I love the tomato sauce. Now I wouldn't say that this is one of my absolute favorite ones out of all of them, because it tastes a little bit more like a standard meatball, I guess, with tomato sauce, but still, it's very solid. If you love tomato flavored meats, then I think you're gonna like this one. This looks like something that I've had in an Italian restaurant as well, but it definitely looks Spanish, I can admit. It has like a perfect chew to it. So perfect. Some of the other ones that I had are pretty sweet, but this one is definitely more on the savory side. And those potatoes are just melt in your mouth. All right, this one looks pretty awesome. It's their short rib. Wow, that is amazing. Look at that. It's so perfect, it's so tender, and I heard that polenta is somewhere in the bottom. Oh, I see it, okay, polenta. Wow, this is so perfect. Yeah, this is a good entree. You see me, when in doubt, I always just get the short ribs, especially if it's melt in your mouth, because it is so good. And look at this masterpiece. This is really like, this is more than enough food, this fish, this branzino. Cheers. This chef is a genius. I think that fried candied garlic really just blew this whole thing off the roof. I mean, just the fact that the fish is crispy and soft with the olive oil already makes it so delicious, but that garlic mixed with the fish, you're tasting something like completely out there. Wow. Here is another great fish dish. I think this is one of the best branzinos I've had actually in LA. And ending it off with their desserts, I got 3 of their most popular ones, such as the churro, and this one has the cola cow dipping sauce, which is that right there. It's like some sort of a chocolate. And this one, that is their flan. Yeah, with some fruits on top. That's very nice. And then flourless cake. So yeah, got a good variety here. So churros, of course you're gonna see this in Mexican restaurants, but it definitely is a Spanish food as well. It's perfect the way they made it. Crispy on top, and inside it has like that hot, cakey texture. And then the flan is also a very traditional dessert as well. Wow. It's so creamy. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. Now the chocolate cake is not a traditional Spanish food or dessert, but still it's a nice chocolate cake. I mean, you gotta have your chocolate cake on the menu, right? That is like really strong chocolate. Wow. I say that in a good way because I really like strong chocolate. That is also another very intense dark chocolate cake that I've had in my life, and it is superb. This restaurant is the best Spanish restaurant I've been to in LA. I mean, I haven't been to too many to begin with, but so far this is the one I would come back to most often. In fact, I would probably say this is one of the best restaurants I've been to in Los Angeles. Every dish was pretty much a knockout. I mean, every dish tasted good in its own way. So there was no one dish that I felt was a repeat of another. Every one of them had their own personality. It was just so unique. It was mind-blowing. So definitely Brussels sprouts are really good, so get that. Branzino, one of the best I've had. You definitely need to get that as well. And even that bread with the goat cheese on top of it and the fruits, mind-blowing. I mean, it's so hard to pick what exactly was my favorite because all of them were so good in its own way. And even all the desserts, knockout. So if you are looking for really one of the best dining experiences in Los Angeles, come here to Manchego in Santa Monica. This is really some of the best tapas, whatever food you're gonna have in town. All right guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to Jennifer right here, the lovely manager at Manchego. So when you come to this restaurant, tell her and the staff that you saw this video and she's going to hook you up with something special. What is that, Jennifer?
Yes, for the month of March, just mention Rockstar Eater when you come in during happy hour from 5 to 6:30 p.m. every day, and we'll hook you up with a glass of free sangria or free house red or white wine. And also follow us on Instagram at Manchego SM.
Awesome. So yes, come here, get that, but let that not be the only reason you come to this marvelous restaurant. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. You know what to do. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.